Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Central Maryland. So I'm back live today with another project from my monthly stamp club. This one from May 2023. I'm kind of working from May forward, so I'll be sharing more videos in the coming days and weeks. So today's card features the Cottage Wreaths stamp set, the coordinating Country Wreaths dies, and I've paired them with the Vellum Basics Specialty Designer Series paper. So I am anxious to show you this quick and easy card that has a lot of wow. I'm going to turn the camera around. If you get sick, now's the time to look away because the camera is moving. Oh, and when I move, you see my light, my head, before I can get it turned down to my workspace. Let's see if I can ease that over. Maybe change this up a little bit. Okay. And what you're looking at now is the Join special that Stampin' Up has going on the whole month of October, and it's a fabulous deal to celebrate their 35th anniversary. And I cannot remember them ever having this good of a join special. So to celebrate 35 years, you have your choice when you join that you can get 35% off your kit price, or you can get 35% more products in your kit. So the normal cost is $99. If you want 35% off, then your kit costs $64.35 plus tax. Shipping is free. But if you want the other option, option 2, to get 35% more in your kit, so for $99, you get to pick $168.75 worth of product. This is a fabulous, plus tax, free shipping, but, fabulous. I've never seen this generous of a join offer. And of course, both options, you get business supplies and the free shipping, as I mentioned. And in addition to that, they're throwing in registration for the On Stage at Home. This is Stampin' Up's convention, and they've been doing it virtually for the past couple years because of COVID. And this is the last year that I believe that they'll be doing it virtually. Now, I registered for this. I paid $77 to go to this. It's on November 11th. It's on the computer. It's virtual. Can't make the 11th. No worries. They're going to record it, and you can go back and watch those recordings through the end of the year. So you're getting a $77 value. So this is a tremendous join special. And if you have any questions, hit me up. You can pick items out of any of the current catalogs. There's also so from the holiday or the annual catalog. Anyway, if you have questions, hit me up. I'd love to have you join my team and take advantage of this tremendous deal. Absolutely no obligation. If you do not want to have a business, you can enjoy the demo discount, 20% on anything you purchase or anything you sell. No obligations to hold classes, do anything other than enjoy your products. If you are interested in having a business, I'm here to support you. Stampin' Up has resources, and we would love to see you be successful in whatever you try. So that is special number 1. Special number 2, online retreat. So I'm participating in a online retreat on Zoom. It actually starts today if you're on the East Coast at 7 p.m. and then picks up tomorrow, which is actually World Card Making Day, October 7th, and I'll be stamping on Zoom live at 11 a.m. There's still time to join us. We'll have 18 craft-along demonstrations over the 2 days. Your registration includes a PDF idea file of all 18 projects. You get photos, supply lists, cutting instructions, and links. If you can't make the Zoom calls, there are links to private YouTube tutorials so you can see each project created. It's too late to get the pillow gift, but you can still register. It's a $20 registration fee. Invite a friend. The 2 of you can get in for $32, so you each enjoy the savings. And yeah, hit me up today if you would like to join this online retreat, World Card Making Day. So, my name is Terry Stewart. My motto and my business is called Stamping is Fun. If you Google that, you will find my Stampin' Up! Online store. And if you go and look at the online store, Stampin' Up! Is offering a free world card making gathering. 4 p.m. tomorrow. You can go, like I said, onto my online store. You can register for it. You don't need to register, but if you want access to it, you need to go there and find the link to click. If you feel like ordering in October, please use my Hostess code. I do have a monthly stamp club, and the Hostess of the Month would appreciate any contributions toward her host rewards. Now, if your order's over $150, don't use this host code so you can enjoy the Hostess benefits. And speaking of Stamp Club, the project I'm going to demonstrate today came from my May 2023 Stamp Club. We're restarting this month, October, 6-month session. If you want in, hit me up. We have limited spaces available. If you're not local, no worries. You can be long distance. I'll mail you the projects and help you through. There's a private Facebook group where I post all the projects and the cutting instructions and supply lists. So hit me up if you're interested in a monthly Hostess Club. Mini catalog is current. If you need a catalog, hit me up. The project we're making today is from the annual catalog, and I'll give you a catalog tour of the items that we used in today's project following this demonstration. So stay to the end, and if you need a catalog, I'd be happy to give you one. Just let me know. Cottage Wreath, that's the Cottage Wreaths and the coordinating Country Wreaths dies. Now this is no longer bundled, but you can buy them individually in the annual catalog. So here, without further ado, is the card that I'm going to demonstrate today. So we have the Country Wreaths. So we're using this wreath image on its own. There's some little berries and this ribbon and this bow. So I have also, since May, actually I think it was last month, we used this set to make a fall wreath using the baby wipe technique, which I'll be showing in the coming days and weeks. That is another video I'll be back with. This stamp set really can be used year-round. So you can see here that I've done kind of a neutral colors, not really fall, but you can add some leaves. If you were looking to make it fall, there's some leaves here. There's an acorn. There's also a spider. It has boo. And then grateful for Thanksgiving, the fall, Merry Christmas. And then we're going to be using this more general, some people just make life better, which I love that sentiment. So really a lot of versatility in this Cottage Wreath. Use it throughout the year. So let me put everything aside and grab my kit. This is the kit I made for my stamp club. They got all these pieces. We got together and we stamped it. So we have a base of smoky slate. And if you check out my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com, there should be a link below in the description. You can go to my blog and see all the products. I have a list of them, the cutting instructions, the measurements and stuff. So please check it out. Hey, even better, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll get notified the next time I post a video. And I plan to do a lot this month. So here is Smoky Slate. It's a half sheet of cardstock scored in half. And then we have a piece of a white, basic white. It's 4 by 5 1/4. That's for the inside. Piece of this Vellum Basics, and that's going to go here. And then this is also 4 by 5 1/4. Then we have a 3 by 4 piece of Night of Navy. And then a piece of basic white that's cut 2 7/8 by 3 7/8, so it's just layers in here. Now I went ahead and used the dies from those Country Wreaths, and it has this bow here, and it also has it has a lot of dies. You can do all kinds of wreaths with this. You can stamp and cut out the wreaths. You can add leaves, you can add foliage. It has the berries, the spider, the swag, acorn. I don't know that it cuts, I think the spider cuts the spider too. So anyway, you can do a lot with this. It has a lot more dies than stamped images. That was what I was trying to say, not very gracefully. So I've already die cut the bow, and the cool thing about this stamp set is it's photopolymer. So you can see right through it, and that's going to help us to stamp this bow, which I already die cut. I just went to my stamp and cut emboss machine, got a scrap of white cardstock, put that die on it, ran it through, and this is what we came out with. So to stamp, we're going to be stamping on our bow, our piece of white, and on this insert. And I wanted to show you what I did. So on the inside, I took this little sprig of foliage and I stamped it. So we'll be doing that. So let's get right to it. It's kind of a monochromatic coloring. So we're starting with Smoky Slate. Toss these aside and bring in my wreath image. Now the cool thing about this, one of the cool things about this wreath is I think it's called distinctive. So it comes without having to stamp multiple times. I'm just going to stamp, actually that's the wrong piece, that's the inside. Get this piece out. Stamp towards the top and center it. So as I was saying, it's a distinctive stamp. So just by inking it up, the way the stamp is created, it will stamp dark and light so you don't have to stamp it twice. In past times, if you didn't have a distinctive stamp, you would stamp the dark, maybe turn it a little bit and stamp it again to get this light image, lighter leaves. But you don't need to do that. It's all built into the stamp, so it makes it super easy. Now this looks a little bit darker than my sample, but this ink will dry. So that's all the differences on that. And so now we're going to keep using the Smoky Slate, and this is that little sprig, I guess a bough almost. And I'm going to bring in my scrap paper, because if you guys follow me, you know that when I'm filming, I like to keep a pristine work area, just the way I am. So we're going to stamp this once and twice and maybe a little bit down there. And that is all the Smoky Slate that we're going to be using. Switch my ink up and bring in my Night of Navy. And I'm going to keep this for one more thing. I'm going to keep my scrap paper out while I stamp this bow. So here is our bow. I ink this up with Night of Navy. And then because I can look through my bow, or look through the stamp, I can line the stamp image over the die cut. Normally what we do is stamp and then take our image to the stamp cut and emboss machine. Well, I messed up a little bit. It's a little off center, but that's because I couldn't get my head over what I was stamping. I'm just going to go with it because I have it here. And you guys know what I meant to do. Alright, so here is our sentiment. And I'm just going to center this at the bottom. Left, right. And perfect. So that's really helpful when you can look through your stamp and see where to place it. So now we're going to do these berries. And I'm doing these full strength. I am rotating the stamp a little bit just to make sure that there's some interest, so they don't look so similar. And then the last, oops, I want my bow. I'm going to put some berries in here. Now, how many did I do? I did 3. So it looks like I did full strength, stamped off, and stamped them again. And if I had an envelope, I would do the same thing on that envelope. But I didn't bring one to my stamp area, so that is it. That is all the stamping for this project. Now we can start assembling. So let me get my my pieces out. Let's start with the inside and adhere this piece in. I love that the Stampin' Up! Offers coordination in their inks and then their cardstock. It just makes life easier that you don't have to worry about trying to match grays or blues. Just get the product name and you can get cardstock and ink to match. So this is the Smoky Slate. It matches perfectly with that cardstock. And then we have our Night of Navy, and we can adhere this layer to that. And we are going to use some dimensionals. I am a big fan of dimensionals. If you've seen my previous videos and projects, I find it very difficult to make a card that does not come with dimensionals. It's just one of my go-to things. Like, you know, if you ever hear those questions like, what would you need if you, what one crafting thing would you take to a deserted island? It would be dimensionals. My go-to, because I just, it's one of my go-tos. I find it difficult to create without dimensionals. So, oh, and the last thing I want to do some on this, on the bow too. So I'll use some of these large dimensionals. And then our bow would go over here. But before that, we need to put down our vellum. Now vellum, this vellum is the Vellum Basic, so it has a pattern in it. But vellum in general, if you put adhesive behind it, you're going to see it. It shows up like it's wet behind it. So you generally want to hide your adhesive. So in this case, I'm going to dry fit where I want my panel to go, and that's where I'm going to put the adhesive, on the back side of my vellum. So I'm just going to put it here. And this will be hidden. I'm going to center this panel on the card front. I don't know if you can see it, but it definitely looks like it's wet behind there. And even after the glue dries, you will still see that. I think you can see it. So now we're going to put our panel on. So I'll remove these dimensional covers. So please, I hope you stick around to the end where I can show you in the annual catalog where to find these, everything I've used today. And I hope you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my Facebook page so you will know when I'm going live and not miss out on any of the cool projects I have planned to share. And again, if this was a club project, club is starting next week, but you can join whether you're local or not. So now I'm going to put the bow here on the right hand side, maybe up a little bit. There we go. So there is the card. Quick and easy, super cute. And let me bring in my annual catalog to show you where you can find these products. So on page 39, you have the Cottage Wreaths. Here's the stamp set. And here are several products or projects that Stampin' Up! Created. So here you can see that really it is all year round that you can use this stamp set. So this is the stamp set. The Country Wreaths are on page 163, the coordinating dies. Let me go back here. Show you where those are. Page 163, here's the Country Wreaths. And you notice this little mini symbol? That means that all these dies will fit through the mini cut and emboss machine, but they also go through the regular size. So you can use this in either machine. And then on page 123, we have Smoky Slate cardstock and the Classic Ink, Night of Navy cardstock and Classic Ink. And then the last thing that we used was on page 133, and here's the Vellum Basics. Now it's hard to see, so I'm going to show you my Vellum Basics. Let me bring in my pack. And these are 3 patterns. So this vellum comes in polka dots, which we used, stripes, and I thought about using this one as an alternate on today's card. And then you have this leafy pattern, which also would have looked nice. So this vellum, that's a specialty because the pattern is already in it. And it's a lot of fun to craft with because of that pattern. So that is today's project. If you're interested in joining my stamp club, hit me back. I would love to have you in person or as a long distance club member. Don't forget to join. If you have any questions about the join special, hit me up. World Card Making Day, where you want to join, register for my online virtual retreat, or you want to register for Stampin' Up's virtual event, just hit me up. I love chatting about Stampin' Up. So until next time, remember, stamping is fun. Bye.